What will the future NFT look like? Someday, cryptocurrency might be the norm for dealing with online content and services. While it's difficult to know what will happen in the future, it's clear that decentralized currencies with a universal financial network are poised to disrupt current norms and practices. How will this affect other aspects of our lives? What could we do to prepare now? These are questions we must ask ourselves as blockchain technology continues its inevitable march forward. We don't know what tomorrow might bring, but it's important to expect change and react accordingly. Online content and services may be one of the following industries affected by blockchain technology. How? Because it's impossible to charge for something if there's no owner to give permission. For example, streaming services like Netflix have been plagued by copyright infringement and remain unprofitable because they can't charge users directly. In a situation like this, users could easily switch over to cryptocurrencies, allowing them to pay without paying third parties, such as PayPal or Amazon payments. The future of NFTs. Non-fungible tokens, also known as NFTs, are immutable digital assets representing artworks, musical compositions, and other physical items. These tokens are stored on a distributed ledger. The market for non-fiat currencies is robust and is continually increasing, which has led to an increase in the number of non-fiat currency users and transactions. The NFT collection is a good illustration of the process through which innovation takes place because it is founded on community, culture, and practicality. NFTs have a great deal of untapped potential, enabling investors to be more proactive in developing strategies to maximize their returns. NFT developers are building more interesting utilities. NFTs are being used by several travel and entertainment organizations, for instance, to facilitate the sale of tickets. Because of this, there is no longer a requirement for any form of client service in the interim. The contributions of NFTs will significantly aid the growth of the metaverse. As a result of the fact that it is anticipated that the developing digital ecosystem will generate $1 trillion in yearly revenue in the future, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, will develop into an important structural component of the digital world. The increasing complexity of NFTs and metaverses in their attempts to simulate actual life is a consequence of their evolution. The objective of the digital ecosystem is to construct virtual worlds in which individuals can even materialize infrastructure and experience it through an avatar, through virtual reality and augmented reality. This occurs before the actual infrastructure is constructed. Introducing new financial technologies like NFTs, blockchains, and cryptocurrencies will increase the availability of transparent employment options. NFTs are gaining popularity across various professions and companies in their trade. When cryptocurrencies and NFTs first appeared on the scene, conventional investors were eager to write them off as worthless. On the other hand, throughout time, people's perspectives have begun to shift. It is anticipated that in the not-too-distant future, our lives will become more virtual. For instance, it is anticipated that working from home, participating in virtual meetings, online shopping, and purchasing digital products will become more commonplace. In the distant future, we will purchase virtual games and do business in the virtual world involving real estate and stocks. The vast majority of things will be converted into an NTF token that can be purchased using Bitcoin. The market for video games is enormous, and NFTs would work wonderfully inside the virtual world, enabling gamers to acquire one-of-a-kind game assets. NFTs play a significant part in the ownership of digital assets, digital communities, tradable game assets, and the ownership of metaverse assets. They have made it possible for artists to sell digital originals without the involvement of any middlemen. NFTs will play an important part in online communities and events, purchasing video game assets, digital identities, and acquiring assets. Blockchains, particularly the blockchain that underpins Ethereum, is the fundamental enabling technologies for NFTs. The blockchain will be essential to ensuring that the existing system is kept secure against any hackers that may appear in the future. Because of this, any form of transaction that takes place online will be safe because there won't be any interference from a third party. This will be done as part of an effort to convert the present system from a centralized, Web 2.0, one to a decentralized one, Web 3.0. Individuals will be able to operate independently through the process of decentralization, eliminating the need to rely on an intermediary. NFTs will also play a significant part in distinguishing authentic objects from counterfeit ones in the future. In the same vein, this also applies to validating academic qualifications. It will be impossible for anybody to generate fake academic credentials, making it simple for hiring managers to validate certificates that are, in fact, legitimate. Verification procedures for any certifications will be straightforward. In the same way, verification will be performed on a variety of products. There are a lot of people that can get away with selling fake versions of original products. As a result, it will be much simpler to determine which vendor is legitimate. NFTs will promote more freedom and allow artists to produce goods and sell them to their audience without waiting for lengthy processes. Even students, once they graduate from graduate school, will not need to wait to find employment because of this autonomous competence. Instead, they can engage in freelancing or artistically produce digital items and sell them online. As a result, unemployment rates will drop in a variety of countries and regions around the world. In addition, these digital assets will play a part in the metaverse, helping to improve digital identity, the authentication of items, artificial intelligence, non-fungible tokens, AI NFTs, the monetization of personal health data, business, a secure transaction platform, true win-win technology, smart contracts, the sale of artwork, tickets, events, virtual worlds, and digital commerce. Without relying on corporate pressures or intermediaries, artists can exert greater influence over the work they generate with the help of NFTs. These artists can easily connect with buyers who can purchase their work straight from them. NFTs will either grant access to rare things or ownership of such items. These digital assets have the potential to play a significant part in resolving the problems that have been plaguing the insurance industry and eliminating all types of fraud. Additionally, they will make it possible for producers and artists to retain ownership of their content and data. There is reason to be optimistic about the future of NFTs. NFTs had a market size of roughly $41 billion in 2021, matching that of the traditional art market. This meant that NFTs had finally caught up to traditional art. The expansion of NFTs will greatly assist younger people, independent contractors, and artists. The purchasing and selling of goods will become far less difficult. NFTs are going to transform the game completely. They must adopt various techniques and find investors to make this forecast come true. The developing technology will be of tremendous use to a great number of professionals working in the healthcare sector, as well as architects, designers, educators, and people working in other fields. Instead of depending on the theoretical sections of books, students will gain knowledge through hands-on experience. It is imperative that schools immediately begin educating pupils about the potential of the digital world. The metaverse, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, blockchain, and other digital technologies are on track to become game changers in the years to come. Our children should be aware of these developments. Trends that are shaping the future of NFT. NFT metaverse. This will be done through a new token, allowing you access to a new dimension. There are a lot of artists that have already worked with NFTs on Ethereum. This is since NFTs are growing in popularity. Several innovative projects are changing the digital art industry and encouraging people to use blockchain technology. The first non-fungible token video game, CryptoKitties, caused a stir in the gaming community when it was released in 2017. Users could buy, gather, and eventually sell their virtual pets. Pet owners can upgrade their cats, bestowing them with special qualities. When a pet was sold on the market, its price increased in direct proportion to the number of unusual genes it possessed and its age. When the game first came out, the price of a cat ranged anywhere from $12 to $113,000. Prices for individual cats might now approach $1 million today. The concept of using tokens to make money while playing, P2E, has been picked up by several other companies, and by 2022, there will be hundreds more games on the market that implement this concept. The number of players on Axie Infinity, Gods Unchained, and Splinterlands, as well as other NFT platforms, is growing rapidly. People enjoy making additional revenue by conversing and playing games with one another. As a result, non-fiction texts are increasingly building a metaverse, which integrates a place of work, a place for enjoyment, and a place for social interaction, all into one virtual area. NFTs are also driving the growth of the domestic gaming market. When a user completes a quest in one game, they can utilize the tokens they obtained from purchasing NFT products in that game in another game. The availability of pre-sale NFT in-game products is one way that independent developers are contributing to the industry. As a result of these and other factors, the market for play-to-earn NFT games is expected to increase by a factor of 5 between 2021 and 2028, going from $755 million to $3,618.4 million. Authentication of items. This will be done by utilizing the digital signature of an artist, ensuring that a product is authentic. Today this technology is being used by various companies, such as Wax and Engine Coin. The main purpose behind these companies is to provide users with tools to help them sell and buy art on the blockchain. This will be done through the use of ERC-721 tokens. The benefit of artists utilizing NFTs is that they can interact directly with buyers without using intermediaries. Users will utilize the tokens to access a wide range of products and services. They could auction off NFTs, sell them on a secondary market, or transfer ownership of their NFTs to another individual. Several companies are already exploring this potential use case. NFT gaming. This will be done through the use of an NFT token that is used in a specific game. This will allow the owner of a video game to save money by using in-game items in multiple games instead of having to buy them separately for every game. For example, owning rare clothing for your character in one game can also be applied to another. Several developers are creating new ways to use NFTs and blockchain technology. One of these companies is Forte. They are building a virtual world where players can interact more freely and make money through various forms of in-game play. The game has been in development since 2017, and the development team wants to release tokens by the end of 2019, creating a product that is both innovative and fun. AI NFTs. 2018 was the year that people discovered artificial intelligence is capable of creating NFT artworks. GAN, an intelligent algorithm, was able to make a painting that obvious art was able to sell for $400,000 successfully. NFT artworks are produced and sold exclusively through online marketplaces. However, not just visual media, musical compositions, and written works can be saved in NFTs. A more unexpected application case, known as INFTs, is currently the topic of conversation. These are tokens that have an artificial intelligence personality. The acronym INFT refers to a virtual entity you can converse with. You also can shape your personality through training. Even further, it is anticipated that in the not-too-distant future, owners of INFTs would be able to educate their pets, enter them in intellectual competitions, and profit monetarily from their successes. It might not seem possible now, but in the future, owners of such INFTs will be able to have personal assistants in their virtual homes within the Facebook metaverse. They will be able to meet the proprietor's friends and report on where those friends are and when the proprietor may expect to hear from them again. The characters created through it can also be monetized, and even game assets, such as those found in CryptoKitties. NFTs and personal health data. The medical chain platform utilizes blockchain technology to make insurance more efficient by improving data security and patient privacy. The platform will use the ERC-20 protocol, enabling a more direct, user-friendly experience for purchasing and selling healthcare services. The medical chain ERC-20 token can be utilized as a payment method within the nascent blockchain ecosystem. Medical organizations and pharmaceutical corporations require a transparent data collection, storage, and processing system. It is quite difficult to accomplish this goal, given the rules and restrictions that are now in place regarding the security of patient information. It is challenging to carry out a large-scale study that will save the lives of thousands of people if one has access to analytical data. If medical personnel collect patient data without formal approval, they risk being fined heavily and could even lose their employment. This issue can be remedied by NFT, which does so by conferring advantages on both healthcare practitioners and patients. Users can make their anonymized medical data available for purchase as NFTs through digital platforms such as Amedes. NFTs are becoming increasingly desirable for research purposes among pharmaceutical corporations. As a result, advancements in medical science can continue to take place without compromising the patient's right to privacy. The Health Hero application is a further, similarly fascinating application of NFT technology in the medical field. Users who register on the platform are given a WNFT that may be increased by participating in various sporting activities. The app receives data about the user's physical activity through fitness trackers that are linked to the app. The WNFT is influenced by statistics, which gives it its distinctive qualities. When the W-level NFTs of development increase, the maximum price it can be traded on the platform can also increase. Conclusion: NFTs have proven that they have a place in the digital economy. Their increased popularity will likely lead to expansion shortly. As a result, many more applications involving NFTs are expected to be created in the coming years. However, it is important to remember that while NFTs can play an important role in facilitating transactions between users over different platforms, more is needed on their own. Users can experience issues using a single NFT to exchange assets with another user. Users should be careful when using cryptocurrency and blockchain technology to prevent this from happening. The blockchain technology of NFTs provides the same services that help enable decentralization. However, it does not replace the other technologies currently used in internet infrastructure. Most importantly, there is no substitute for security and reliability in the digital environment. Without these features, NFTs are prone to theft and loss. At the same time, one wants to use a digital wallet that is reliable and safe when one uses NFTs. The availability of digital wallets is important because they are the tools individuals use to store their cryptocurrencies. Users would need help storing their virtual assets securely if it weren't for safe digital wallets like Ledger. Because of this, users must choose the best ERC-20 wallets available for these tokens.